Good evening, everyone. Hi, Ankit. Sir Hati Banda. We'll just wait for a few more minutes. Good evening, Piyush. Hi, Lakshmi. Good evening, Sujata. Good evening, Kritika. Good evening, Jishan. Hello, Aniket. Good evening, NDA Motivation. Good evening, Ria. Good evening, Kshatriya. Jai Hind, Shubh Mishra. Good evening, Prithvi Bablu. Good evening, Maragata Priya. Good evening, Lajita Venkateshan. All right, people. Hope you're all doing good out there. Good evening, Satyajit, Sandeep. Thank you, NDA. Very, very flattering. But yeah, I hope I can be of some help to you in your journey towards whatever goal you are planning to achieve in your life. So I just passed 12 this year. Now I'm 17. I want to prepare for UPSC. Please give me some guide. Nazir Ali, good evening. Got it, Piyush. Got it. Good evening, Om Prasad. Good evening, Uma. All right, people. So, see, basically, for those of you who are just in your 12th standard, okay, just completed 12th, you're going to enter into college, whatever be it, graduation, I mean, science based background or arts based background, or even if you're going to take up engineering, medicine, whatever. My humble request to you will be first focus on your college because getting a good degree matters. Keep that in mind very, very clearly. Getting a good degree matters. Then what should a person do who has just entered college or just completed 12th? What can they do then? Well, what I would suggest is start reading the NCERTs. Basic NCERTs, history, geography, polity, economics, whatever are the start from 6th standard onwards. Do it very casually in a relaxed manner with complete focus on what? Complete focus on your graduation. Just keep it on the sideline. That is what I would tell you first. Clear? Now, what if you are somebody who has, like, let us say, who will become eligible or who wants to give their attempt in 2 years only? That is, you don't want to give next year because you feel that you're not ready, or maybe age wise you're not eligible, or maybe your graduation will only complete maybe by 2027, etc. You're into maybe your penultimate year or the final year to your college also, it is still 1 or 2 years away. In such a scenario, what needs to be done? How preparation needs to be carried out? Now we have, on the basis of the many of the interactions, whatever we have had so far, we understood that there are lots and lots of people out there for whom, let us say, a proper timetable is maybe what they need. A proper guidance is maybe what they mean. That is, once you give them a set of do's and don'ts, then they will be ready to do it by themselves. So for today's program, what we are going to do is, we are just going to tell you what you should do if you are planning to give your attempt in 2027. So the last week, we basically saw what should be done if your attempt is in 2026. That video has already been uploaded. Okay. So here we are going to see if 2027 is your attempt, then what should be done. So let us get into that straight away. So you have literally 23 months with you. Correct? 23 months you have to give your 2027 attempt. Shubh, you need to have a graduation degree. That is the minimum thing that is required. Clear? So what and all needs to be covered? If you actually look at it, you need to cover what and all. You need to cover first your GS and essay. So GS and essay, when you say, it's basically history, polity, economics, geography, internal security, disaster management, environment, ethics, science and technology, governance, essay. And these are some topics which you should do daily. So this is what I meant by telling to those people who have already completed their 12th standard that these are the subjects you need to first target. And in that matter, again, you need to first target your NCERT. Okay. Then what about those topics which are not covered in NCERT, say for example, disaster management, or for that matter, internal security or international relations? Those topics you will cover or prepare according to PYQs plus current affairs. That is the way to do it. That is, you will basically look into what are the nature of questions that have been asked. Okay, we'll come to that, Ria. What are the nature of questions that are asked from internal security, disaster management, and based on that, you will prepare it from current affairs. Getting the point here? Ria, you are doing it with college, I know. So the point here is the college has a cycle. And the cycle will be such that sometimes it will go to a peak where you will have your internals, you will have your project submission, etc. Sometimes there will be a lean phase where you hardly have any work. Just regular classes are going on. So what do you do is, accordingly you will balance it out. Getting the point here? Accordingly you will balance it out. So when the workload from college is high, you will give emphasis to college. When the workload from there starts going down, you will pick up your UPSC pace. So again, number of hours, I'm not going to give you any hard and fast hours. As of now, I will tell you, at least initially try to put in 4 hours daily as on a starting level. Then go ahead. Doraemon Japan, my attempt is in 2027. Please reply me. My attempt and Praram batches 20 not covered NCERT in basic. Please reply. Doraemon, please understand. You have joined our Praram batch. Getting the point here. In your Praram batch, whichever faculty's class you are attending, in that NCERT coverage gets done. Please understand that. Until and unless your faculty specifically says, apart from my notes, you should read NCERT. It is understood that in the notes, everything is covered. Please understand. In UPSC, again to all those students, even if you are part of Praram, Sankalp, Prahar, Titan, whatever you are, whichever batch you are part of, or even if you are not a part of, please understand, if you are preparing for UPSC, keep your reference books to a minimum. If you are already a student of PW, what the faculty has recommended, the faculty says, my notes are enough. The books from PW is enough. Stick to that. Don't go for additional reading just because your friend told, your neighbor told you, your uncle told you. No. Please, for the love of God, don't do that. Getting the point here? Doraemon, Japan. Is it important to start preparation from 6th standard NCERT? Well, if your basics and fundamentals are weak, or if you are scared of that subject, it is always better to start the foundation from the ground level. And that is why I would recommend 6th standard. Otherwise, straight away go for 11th and 12th. If you feel, this is fine, I can handle this subject, you can go for 11th and 12th directly. Yes, Shashank, you can definitely do that. Sir, I want to build confidence like you. I don't know what to say for that, Khayal. Anyway, coming back. So this is something which you have to do daily. This is for all those people like Ria out there, or even for Shashank out there. This is the way to do it. Daily you will have to keep these subjects in your itinerary. Getting the point here. Daily you have to read it. Apart from this, what other thing is necessary to be done? For Shashank as well as for Ria. People like Shashank and Ria. Shashank is doing his PG. Ria is doing her graduation. Most important thing is get this optional. Get your optional out of the way. In other words, ensure that you pick your optional. Get its coaching done one or the other way. If you're planning to do it from PW, well and good. Otherwise, if you're planning to do it by yourself also, fine. I can help you there also. How? Whichever optional you talk about. What is the best way to prepare? The conventional way of preparing any subject, 10th standard, 12th standard, graduation, any exam when we talk about, what do? We have first a load of books. What we have is we first have a load of books which you have to read. Then after that you will visit the pre-IQs, correct? This is what we have been doing in our 10th, our 12th, as well as for our grad, PG, etc. When you are actually preparing for UPSC optional and if you're planning to do it alone, I would suggest go the reverse order. Take out the PYQs. Find the topic asked maximum times. Then obviously you need to find the book also where the topic is there. Study it. I agree, this will take time when you're doing it by yourself. Any optional, you take it like that, because unfortunately, in the market also, there is no single optional where they say, just read this one textbook for the optional and that is enough. No, that is not the reality. You will have to refer at least 3 to 4 books. And then until and unless you don't know which topic is lying in which book, it is pretty difficult. But again, if you want to do it by yourself, you're planning to join basically PW's optional courses, which some have already started, some is already going through June now. If you plan to join that, in 6 months, give or take, optional gets done. Getting the point here? More or less, it will get done. So the point here is your optional gets covered now. 2 things out of the way. Correct? Clear here. 1 minute. Just a minute here. Management ops is not able. Can you please tell how to prepare? Same way, Harimohan. College exam की वजह से थोड़े backlog भी है. Start covering the backlog. I am giving my second year exam and I'm targeting 2027. Can I start now from the basics? Absolutely, Shivam. Sir, answer लिख के खुद से analysis करे या दूसरे से दिखवाए? खुद से भी कर सकते हैं, दूसरे से भी दिखवा सकते हैं. It is one and the same, because eventually when you are, this is who has asked it, Shivani. Shivani, when you are actually writing your answer, in the initial days you will feel, wow, बढ़िया answer मैंने लिखा है. But as you keep improving in the subject, your subject knowledge as it improves, and when you go back and read your first answer, you will feel, अरे यार, इसका थोड़ा introduction I could have made it better, or I could have made the body a little more better, or I could have made the conclusion a little more better. That will come to you. What should be sleeping hours? 6 to 7 hours. Don't have science background also. Will you help us on YouTube thoroughly, sir? Unfortunately, I'm not taking science and technology. But for science, let me tell you, when you're talking about science again, many people keep asking it, science ke liye kya kare, etc., etc. I would again say the same thing. Visit 6 to 10th NCERT. Current affairs. You need to visit whatever new things keeps coming in the paper, Google and find out about it. Apart from that, I would basically say a basic awareness. What do you mean by basic awareness is how are the things around you working? Let us say a refrigerator, a fan, a motor, an induction cooker, basic things around you, a fluorescent tube. Because these are basic things, right, which anybody should know. Getting the point here. So, this is the way to prepare science and technology. Getting the idea? Sir, I'm giving my second year exam. Can I? Okay, sir, I'm stuck when I start answer writing. NDA motivation, there is no auspicious hour to actually start answer writing. Answer writing is something which you have to do parallelly. That is, as you cover each topics over here, topics, let us say, within history, within polity, within economics, what do? You visit its PYQs, start writing the answers. Don't wait for it, because let me be very honest here, mains carries the weightage. Prelims will decide. Prelims is just like a passport to enter into the mains hall. But what actually decides your cadre, your rank, your posting, everything is what? How you write it. So however, like, jitna jaldi ho sake, utna behtar. The earlier you start, the better. Getting the point here? See, Kshatriya, if you have already joined our classes, then you need not worry about NCERT like I told you, because you're joined our classes, NCERT gets covered there. See, when I say people can do self-preparation, I agree. See, any exam in this country, can you clear it with self-preparation? Now, somebody has been asking me, is AIR 1 possible here? Who was that? Just saw that comment. Okay. With self-preparation, can you crack the service? Absolutely yes. Then why coaching? Because self-preparation, unfortunately, is dependent on some days you are very enthusiastic, some days you are a little sad due to X, Y, Z reason. But coaching, what is the scenario? Whether you have mood swings or not, classes will go on time. Now, obviously, we need to understand these are all being taken by human beings, not robots. Some days there will be, where faculties may fall sick, etc. But otherwise, also, if you see, it will happen on time. Now, many have been asking, sir, we are in Prarambh advanced batch. What about our NCERT? Our NCERT, like a stuck tape recorder, I'm telling it again and again. Say, listen, if you have joined our classes, NCERT gets covered by default. Until and unless your faculty mentions it specifically, read NCERT, you don't have to worry about it, because it gets covered. Please understand that very clearly. I have given NCERT for those students who have just completed 12th, who are yet to start their preparation, or who are sitting somewhere far away and they want to do self-preparation. It is for them. Getting the picture here? That is the first thing. Second thing, see, when you join our classes, basically, we will be providing you with all sorts of materials. We will be providing you with the PDFs, the print, the handouts, everything. So, like I told you, trust the faculty there. So, you don't have to go running around, okay, should I refer this textbook? Should I refer that textbook? Should I refer this textbook? No. Understand that very, very clearly. Say, for example, now I teach the subject of public administration, optional. So generally, my philosophy is I only recommend one book for both paper 1 and paper 2 and my notes. That's it. I don't recommend anything beyond that. Because if beyond that, if a student has to sit and read, then why it is necessary for a student to sit in my class and listen to my class then? Getting the picture here. Like I believe in that concept of keep your reference material to a bare minimum. Getting the picture? Second subject that I will be teaching is polity and governance from Monday onwards, where again the same rule applies. My notes stick to that. Enough. Beyond that, if it is necessary for a revision purpose or for a general purpose, fine. Refer Lakshmikant. Put a full stop right there. Beyond that, your friend will come running. There is a new book from Tata McGraw-Hill. There is a new book from Arihant Publication. There is a new book from Penguin Publication. There are lots and lots of books. Tons. If you plan to sit and read each and every one of them to the last letter, neither are you going to crack UPSC, nor are you able to come out of that loop. You'll never come out of it. You'll just keep buying books and keep reading them. So this is very essential that you stick to what the faculty guides you with. Self-preparation, like I told you, mood swings are there. The main component and the rare component discipline and consistency. Swapnil Behania, 2 years sufficient or not for under AIR 100? Let me tell you, Swapnil, I cannot make a prediction like that. First of all, I don't know what is your caliber, and I am not even sure of the probably 10,000 or 15,000 students who will be writing the mains exam all over India in another 2 years' time. That level prediction capability, if I had, trust me, I would have gone and chosen another career, astrology or something of that sort. It all comes down to how much effort are you ready to put in. You shouldn't be worried about what will be your rank. You should be actually be worried about what is your level of preparation. That is what matters. How good is your answer writing skill? How objective are you in your analysis when you take a topic, and how analytically and objectively you are answering it. These are the two skills, writing skills and speaking skills, that ultimately will decide your rank. Clear? The first class will start from Monday. The free classes will be the Monday and Tuesday onwards. Monday onwards it will start. My teaching experience about UPSC, how it works, I didn't understand your question, Mahabharata. Preparing for UPSC and SSC simultaneously won't be an easy job. Because SSC requires math skills, English skills more. UPSC requires more of GS subjects. So taking them together is not an easy task, but that is the point. Been teaching since 2014, if that is what your question is. Where and how to, how and where to start reading polity. How to read, there is nothing called how to read. You can start with Lakshmikant or basic level NCERT. Is public administration tough? If you find it tough, it is tough. Mr. Ram, the so-called ordinary say extraordinary. That is what I told you. Discipline and consistency. That is the only thing. Discipline and consistency का भी एक फंडा है. वो क्या है? It takes 21 days to build any habit. 21 days. You keep continuing it for another 21 days. Whatever habit you developed newly, it will become part of your character. You keep continuing that for another 21 days, that becomes part of your core memory. Core memory means both subconscious level and muscle memory. That is what it is. This is the only way you can become what? Completely extraordinary. This is the thing. So that is the reason why, if let us say some child is putting his hand inside the nose, digging for treasure, if you don't stop it within 21 days, it becomes a habit. The child continues doing it, it becomes part of their character. Keeps going on, it becomes part of their core memory. So much so that even when they go to the interview board also, when they get nervous, they will dig for treasure. For your plan, Tillai CV, Tillai Vignesh, I told you, you can start from NCERTs first. Yuvraj, Tyagi, please reply coaching plus NCERT or coaching only. See, if you're talking about PW means, we will provide you with all the materials and the content. You won't have to worry about NCERT. That is the point here. I already answered that, Kumar Raju. It will be starting from Monday. I am CBI inspector now, UPSC Civil Service Exam 2027 target. Konsa batch loser. Which language are you comfortable with? English, Hindi or Hinglish? Yeah, you can start from Shashank. I know you will be giving an attempt in 2027. But I would recommend, for your current affairs purpose, daily try to read the newspaper and go for the monthly compilation or weekly compilation. Anyone. Monthly, better. That is what I would recommend to you. Getting the point here? So, newspaper also, that is another thing which people generally ask. Should we take down notes? Don't. Don't take down the entire newspaper down. Please understand, for the love of God. It will only improve your handwriting. Nothing else is going to happen. So what should you take down from the newspaper? Basically, you need to take down data and values. Like when I say 81 crore people are dependent on government of India for food. That is the data. போதும் தில்லை விக்னேஷ். டிஎன்பிசிக்கும் யூபிஎஸ்சிக்கும் சேர்ந்து ஒரே ஒரு என்சிஆர்டியே போதும். நிறைய புக்ஸ் படிக்கிற மாதிரி இருந்தான்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க, நீங்கள் ரொம்ப அறிவு சம்பாதிச்சுடும். அதை விட்டு வேற எந்த யூஸும் இருக்காது. 81 crore people are dependent on government of India for food. That is the data. This I will take down. Getting the point here? So HDI is released. Human Development Index. That I will take down. Clear? I mean, how far UPSC can use his mind to make next level of question, example by asking questions from modern history. Mahabharata, that is not the purpose of today's, discussion. Today's discussion is to give a timetable for those students who want to give their attempt in 2027. And let me be very honest here. You're not sitting to find out what UPSC may frame as a question. UPSC can ask anything as a question, number one. Number two, however, there are certain areas from where repeatedly questions come from. Repeatedly. So those areas you should cover. This is the rule. This is the cardinal rule in any exam. Getting the point here? So yeah, this is the reading strategy. Who is that? Yennu Sai. This is the reading strategy. Take down only the data and only the facts. And when I say any fact, when I say for example, so Delhi police very recently created an initiative to prevent eve teasing. Can anybody tell me what is the name of it? How to charge yourself whole days to study, how to fully focus. See, Nitish, that is what I told you, discipline and consistency. This charging and discharging is not going to work there. It's as simple as, okay, now today what? Okay, I had a fight with this person, or my friend has stopped talking to me, my parents are angry with me, etc., etc., etc. Thousand things could be there. You still take your book and you start reading it. That's it. It is as simple as that, but as difficult as that also. So you don't become an emotional fool is the only solution to that. There is no other hidden technique at all, because you have to do it. No other go. Yes, Shahid, Lakshmikant is sufficient for polity. I can't sit continuously for 3 to 4 hours. Radha Kanta Jena. Radha Kanta Jena, in that case, I don't think you will ever clear your mains exam. Because mains exams time schedule is like this. You will have GS1 in the morning, GS2 in the afternoon. And the very next day, there is no gap, no break. Very next day, you will have GS3 and GS4. That means in a span of 48 hours, you would have wrote an exam for 12 hours worth 1000 marks. This is the reality. Shashidhar K, my humble salute to you. Getting to know that you're in the army, and I'm not getting enough time to prepare for my UPSC. What shall I do? Shashidhar, can you tell me what time do you wake up? Very good, Shashank. Very good. That is the answer. Shishtachar squads by Delhi police. So these are the type of data that you will pull up. I don't want you to take down the entire editorial or the entire center page paper. No. But within the editorial, you find any data or facts, note it down. Any names, note it down. 4 o'clock. Okay. So, what time are you free, Shashidhar? What time? Like, let us say 4 o'clock you wake up. So, what time does your routine start? Like your normal job routine, when does it start? And when does your shift finally end? Pragati, that is sufficient. See, 4 hours is sufficient if you do it consistently. Then Nitish, nothing to do, right? Because imagine if I give you a district, आपको एक district दे दिया संभालने के लिए, आप वहां का कलेक्टर है, वहां पे कुछ कांड हो गया और आपको फोन आ रहा है एंड यू आर टेलिंग नहीं, अब मेरा मन नहीं है ये सब काम करने का, मैं कोई किसी और दुनिया में हूं, मुझे कुछ और ख्याल आ रहा है, तो इस डिस्ट्रिक्ट वालों का व्हाट इज इट फ्यूचर क्या होगा फिर, है ना? दैट इज द पॉइंट. Lajita Venkateshan. For example, among 100 students in coaching class, only one achieved. Why that's so, sir? And how to be that one? Same answer. The answer is same always. Discipline and consistency. Lajita. Divya Swapna Nallajeru. So please introduce psychology optional physics wala. Please tell to PW team. Definitely our team will consider it. Afternoon 2 to 3:30. Okay, 2 to 3:30 it is over then. Then afterwards, when like from 2 to 3:30, okay, 3:30 onwards you're free. No, 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 no. Don't think about leaving your job. Wait, 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 wait. After 3:30 you're free. Is the case study important for polity like any judgment related to article? Yes. Can it be possible that we filtered out the scoring and practice it more and more, but only important chapters and topics only? You mean the most frequently asked topics ko revise karo? Yeah, true. That is what you should do. I'm preparing for state PCS. All right. I got admission in MSc. At the same time, I want to start UPSC. I'm pretty confused how to manage it. Like I told you again, if you are not joining any coaching, put up at least 4 hours for it every day, minimum. And plus, but give maximum importance to your post-graduation now. That is the idea. Will you be the faculty in UPSC Praram batch? Most probably no. I will be taking classes for Titan actually. How to be a pro at any subject. Pramod, you don't have to be a pro and all. Please understand. This is the next thing. Don't prepare excessively. You don't have to be an expert in any subject. You need to have only sufficient knowledge so as to write a decent answer and clear the prelims. That's it. That is why we always say to crack UPSC. You don't say he got first rank in UPSC. I mean, people do say that, but nobody will say the percentage, etc. Because percentage wise, if you see, if you score more than 50 percentage, the chances that you are in the top 10 ranks is very, very high. That is the reality of UPSC. So please keep it in mind. Relatives ko kaise handle kare? Mayuri Patil, it is the same thing. We get other tasks till 6 and then, oh my God. After 3:30, we get other tasks till 6 and then night shift. So when do you sleep, Rashidhar? Two years is enough for UPSC, no problem. Nice to know that, Anim World. We will definitely, Lipsarani Parida, we will definitely tell our team to consider these subjects, philosophy as well as psychology. Today is my 72nd day of preparation. I'm also teaching in a school. I have to know that you're a teacher. Unable to time manage and optional is also not touched. Please guide, sir. Priya, have you chosen your optional? That is the first question. If you have chosen it, great. If you're not chosen, please choose it first. Join for an optional class. So PW already has its optional classes at a very affordable price. You may join it. By December, at least, most of the subjects will get over. Optional subjects will get over. So my math is very vague. What should I do for CSAT? Okay, thus by sitting in home, can we prepare for UPSC? Yes, it is possible. First attempt is in year 2028. Please guide me. If you're planning to join for a coaching, if you're planning to join our classes, definitely we will guide you. If you're planning to do it all alone, like I told you, start with NCERT, start with PYQs. Lajita, I already told you, NCERTs and PYQs. Our shift is in that structure that we have 4 hours of sleep and 4 hours of duty. Good Lord. Okay, like can you apply, at least try for a transfer or something, Shashidhar? Like into some other section or within the army or somewhere where, you know, the schedule is a little more lenient. Because I don't know how with 4 hours of sleep, I don't know how it is going to be helpful. And this 4 hours of duty, is it like real physical heavy duty, or it's something like you can take on? I'm there in Titan. I'm taking polity. I'm also taking current affairs for Titan batch again. And I also teach public administration optional. I'm from maths background. Can I prepare for UPSC? Absolutely. Sarathi, I have already told that. You can start with NCRTs and PYQs. Right time to start for optional as early as possible, Shahid. Okay. You're an Agniveer. Oh my god. Okay. But then, Shashidhar, that means your basic qualification is only 12th, right? So, until and unless you don't complete this 4 years, you're not going to get a graduation certificate also, right? Prelims in 2022. Wow. Moving on further. So, like I told you, GS and SA, your optional, your current affairs, these things should go. Try to finish it off as early as possible, especially your optional. Get it done. And like I told you, current affairs, reading the newspaper daily, taking down only the facts and data, and monthly reading a compilation. Maybe 15 to 20 pages per day. Read it. Highlight the important points. That is more than enough. Yes, Vivek, you can give the exam. Then MCQs of current affairs, prelims, PYQs, that you should do daily. This is very important for the simple reason that I will come to that. For the simple reason that it will teach you which areas are important in your GS. So, now many have asked, sir, from which year? From 2013 onwards. Be it for prelims, be it for mains. Clear, people? You can join our... I'll come to that, Lajita. I'll come to that. Which subject you have to do your BA? PW emotion, please understand that is a discussion which you should probably have with your family. Discuss it there and then get it better. Nitish Yadav ji, please understand for the love of God, spirituality ho, religion ho, manifestation हो, बैठे बैठे कुछ नहीं होने वाला. Now, this is a very interesting question that you have asked. So, I will tell you one story. Story is like this. Shiva was going on feeling the intensity of a prayer of his bhakt. One of his bhakt was doing intense devotion to Shiva. Going on praying every day. Shiva was able to feel the intensity of the prayer sitting in Kailash. He was sweating there. So what is the bhakt, Shiva bhakt? What is he praying for? He's praying that, please help me win the lottery. Please help me win the lottery. Parvati came out. He saw Shiva is sweating. Was like, what happened? Like, no, one of my devoted believer is praying so intensely to win the lottery. Was like, okay, just make him win now. Why are you struggling like this? Why are you sitting and suffering like here? So then Shiva answers Parvati, I want to make him win. But that idiot has not even purchased a single lottery ticket till now. I know it is a quite gisa pita hua, what is it, example to say. But the point here is minimum effort from your side is required for anything. I cannot sit here and manifest that the door will open by itself and the water will walk towards me. No. For that, I have to go and pick the bottle which is near my hand, open it up, and then drink the water from it. That is as simple as it is. Getting the point here? So, again and again, it comes back to the same thing, which is what? Your basic GS subjects. If you are planning to join our classes, it gets taken care of daily. We will have a schedule for it. It will get taken care of. You are planning to do it by yourself. Well, this is the roadmap. You are joining for our optional classes. We will again provide a roadmap for it. You don't want to join. You want to do it by yourself. Well, again, choice is left to you. Choose your optional. Get it done. Current affairs, again, it is something which you have to do daily or weekly. Weekly current affairs, which is again a compilation or a monthly compilation, 15 to 20 pages. PYQs, why you should do? Because it will tell you what are the important areas. Coming to answer writing again. PYQ, current affair based. You should write the PYQs of the GS papers, GS 1, 2, 3, 4, and current affair based questions also. You should try to analyze and write it. This is the entire timetable, dear Lajita. Mahabharata, why GS3 is considered to be a hard one paper, sir? I'll come to that. CSAT, quant, verbal, logical reasoning before prelims. Now, this one exception I will put over here. This is provided that is CSAT, even though one has to score only 33% in it, which is just 66 out of 200. These days, it has really become a nightmare. UPSC is currently doing, and I'm in the final year BSc. Okay, Shashidhar. Shashidhar, you finish your BSc. Okay, because I think your plate is already full. Right now, you're in Agniveer. Please complete the course. That is what I would recommend. You still have time after it. There is no hard and fast rule that at 21 itself you should get inside UPSC. No. If it happens, it is great. But right now, you're already into Agniveer. And as far as I know, from whatever my understanding is about the scheme, once you complete it, you automatically you are eligible to be recruited into CRPF or state services, etc. So you have a job opportunity in front of you. It is not that everybody gets into Agniveer. Please understand that. Or you can even be, if you are even more capable, you can even get into a permanent commission. So please stick with this now. Finish your BSc. We will get back. Clear? So with CSAT 33%, 66 out of 200. Why? English. Then obviously maths. Both have become very tough these days. So I love maths as a subject. So for me, maybe during my preparation days, maximum 1 month before prelims only, I will check these papers. I will check the PYQs and I will do it. But if you're really weak means, you should start at the earliest. At the earliest, you should start. That is what I would recommend. Getting the point here? So for that again, first of all, again, what you should do, take out the PYQs. Try to solve them. If you are not able to solve them, then go into the basics of grammar, basics of mathematics, by heart the formulas, understand the rules of English grammar. Continue. Clear? एनसीईआरटी तो अच्छे से कंप्लीट कर लिया है, बट सर स्टैंडर्ड बुक को रीड करना है और प्रैक्टिस भी करना है. आई वुड सजेस्ट बेसिकली टू go more into your go to the PYQs first and then go for these standard books. That is what I would recommend again. NCERTs अगर complete हो चुका है, then in that again, some standard books are there, I agree. Say for example, Lakshmikant for polity. There is no substitute for it. Getting the point here. I'm a full-time aspirant, graduation, complete doing college load. Planning UPSC 20 seriously. Should I start now? If yes, then how? Also, start with NCERTs. Choose your optional and get it out of your way. I have completed BA. How should I start the preparation? If you have completed your BA, then you should probably start with again NCERTs and PYQs if you're doing it by yourself. Neha, when do I start my answer writing? As early as possible. Completed my graduation and to give my first attempt in 2028. Why, Mahak? Why so far away you're keeping it? You completed your graduation today. Don't you think that is a 3-year gap in between? You can choose botany or zoology as an optional subject. There is nothing wrong with it. What should I do to strengthen my maths? Sumit Shah. Start solving the basic questions chapter wise. Yamini Tirumala. How to write an effective answer? Can you give us some tips? The effective answer again depends upon your subject knowledge, number 1. Number 2, the demand of the question. So you need to understand these two things here. So based on that only you should write it, and it only comes from writing it. It is something which obviously I cannot tell it here for the simple reason that when you write and send an answer, we can review it and tell you what you should do. 2026 attempt, how many months of current affairs should we do since Jan 2025 is enough? Yes, that is more than sufficient, Divya. So wait a minute. Yeah, that is done. So if you are joining for Praram means, we will give you the class notes. Otherwise, if you are planning to do your self-study notes are also fine. Standard books are there. Selected reading as suggested by teachers. PYQ for practice or understanding UPSC pattern. Now, many are asking here, what is the way to standard books here? First of all, your standard books is NCERT. A. Then you have Lakshmikant. For polity. Then you need to prepare topic wise based on PYQ. That means a particular topic has been repeatedly coming in the... You're welcome, Shashidhar. God bless. Jai Hind. A particular topic has been repeatedly coming in the PYQ. Say for example, ring of fire has been asked twice or thrice in UPSC, in GS paper 1. So you will Google ring of fire. You will find out about the entire thing. You will find in which all countries it is spread across. What is the reason for it? You will do it. So again, 2 dimensions to study any topic. 2 ways are there. The 2D way. What, why, where, when, which, how. You're able to answer all these questions. then the job is done. Getting the point here? That means you understood the topic completely. And always remember, in UPSC also, the maximum word limit that you're going to get as far as GS is concerned, it is just 250 words. That means 3 pages. So when you are going to do a research on any topic, find out its weightage first. How many times the topic has been asked in the last 10 years. Based on that, only do the preparation. Clear? The other aspect, like somebody was asking, I think it was Mahabharata, who was asking basically in GS3, why is it that people are scoring very less? First of all, GS3 as a paper, if you see, is dominated by economics, S&T, and a little bit of environment is there, internal security is there. All these various topics are there. But the reality is, for some topics, it is not enough that you only answer it economically. You have to give it a multi-dimensional analysis. That is, when I say multi-dimension, what it means is, you should give an analysis politically, socially, historic, economic, geographic, if necessary, science and tech, etc., etc. Getting the point here? This is the way. So, like, that is why I told you an effective answer again means the demand of the question, are you addressing it? Now, this is something which an individual can develop. Yes, definitely any skill can be developed individually also. But you should also, it would be better if somebody is there to handhold you. That is what I would suggest. Because answer writing is a skill. I know many people, their knowledge is incredible. But when it comes to answer writing, they don't know to put 2 lines properly. You ask them, they will talk. They will talk for hours together. They will literally go in depth of the subject. But they give them a pen and a paper and they will be stuck. Same thing is there. The ulta scenario is also there, where they write very good answers. But when somebody questions them face to face, they become dumbfounded. So that is the reason why you need, for each level of this exam, a different set of skill is required. How many months are sufficient for optional? You're planning to take coaching, 6 months. If you are planning to do it individually, if you're disciplined enough and you're putting in, let us say, minimum 3 to 4 hours every day, it will take 7 to 8 months. Because obviously you don't know from which textbook what needs to be picked up, how to link it with current affairs correctly. That will take time. NDA motivation, sir, is spectrum enough for modern history? To a basic level, that is more than sufficient. We'll come to that, Utsav. All right, people. So now, how your day should look like? Either you will be attending class or you'll be doing self-study of what? GS subjects. How? Daily. Daily you should do this. Mood nahi hai, man nahi hai. That will not work out here. Getting the point? So let me be very honest here. Your days, 90% of the time is going to be boring only once you become a civil servant. It is not that every day you will take out your gun and you will go, man bhavar ute, man thars ute. Nothing like that. Please understand it. It is not as exciting as how they show it in the movies also. Half of the time it is like, sir, wo hamara wo mujrim hai na, wo yahan par chai pi raha hai sir. Acha, lekar aao usko. And then nicely they'll put a hand around and say, chale? Haan sir, chalte hain. They'll take him and go. This is the reality. Very rarely you will get to see these gunshots, encounter, etc. And that too it is confined to just a few parts of India. That's it. Not that it is spread from north to south, east to west. No way. If you're getting a posting probably in Kerala, you're never going to see your gun at all. Please understand that. You will never take your gun out. Because the maximum what will happen is one stone will be thrown, aha, and one stone will come here. That's it. Beyond that, hardly any action you're going to see in your life. But there will be a day where it is your, let us say, spouse's birthday. Okay. She has kept on telling you since the last 6 months that, please, for my birthday, one day you should give me. You are like, yes, definitely. One day, that's full day, it's for you. I will apply for leave. Don't worry. You applied. That day, morning 5 a.m., you're getting a call. Sir, we have just received intelligence information. There is going to be a major riot. Now, what will you do? Mood nahi hai aaj. Nor it is my wife's birthday. You will have to handle the riot also. You will have to handle your wife also. If you are very, very lucky, then don't worry. That day, probably from your child's school also, you will get a call. Then you will get a call from your wife telling that probably your father-in-law has been admitted in hospital. Everything will come together. Trust me, that is how this thing works. God is literally sitting there. Oh, you are handling this. Then ye le lo, ye bhi le lo, ye bhi le lo. Ab kya karoge? So, prioritizing is something which you will learn in your UPSC journey. चाहे वो self study हो, चाहे वो coaching हो. You need to cut out. तो riot पहले handle करेंगे, बंदोबस्त full करेंगे. You will see, is everything going fine or not? You will constantly be on alert mode, whatever it is. And you'll constantly be taking updates. Till 10, 11, 12, you're seeing everything is shan. Then you will give priority to your wife. If your father-in-law is there in the hospital, you can't do anything there. You will not wear your uniform there and you will wait outside the ICU, right? Doctors are doing their job. Let them do it. What will you go doing there, sitting there inside the ICU? Nothing. Getting the picture here? This is the point. So you need to understand this funda very clearly from the early stage of your life. Prioritizing. Then, whatever is taught, whatever self-study you are doing, you read, you looked at the textbook, you took down the notes, or you attended the class and you took down the notes. After that, you have to do what? You have to study whatever you prepared or whatever class you attended. I would call it, rather than study, read it. Just read. Getting the picture here? Enough months required for prelims. Ajita, it again comes down to your individual preparation. Here for 2027, we are given a 23 months planner. English medium optional batch. There is no English medium optional batch as of now. Liben and Hamtso. It's a English batch. English batch means the PDF, the notes, the PPT, everything will be in English. Explanation also will be in English and Hindi. That's it. Everything will be in English, but explanation part will be in English and Hindi. Sonia, you can do one thing. There is a Google form. Below this YouTube channel, in the description section, there is a Google form. Please put in your query there. Our team will get back to you. Yeah, I've come to that. I'm come to that. Glad to know that, Ayushi. Okay, we'll come to that. How to choose your optional. Daily MCQs, daily mains answer writing will be available in the Praram batch. If you are doing it by yourself, then what do you do is daily you will have to do what? Whichever subject. Let us say you started with polity. Okay. You started with the subject polity. So what you will do? Daily you will have to the PYQs of polity prelims. the PYQs of GS2. Daily you will have to do it, at least one at least. Revise previous day newspaper reading. Whatever you studied today, it is not that only you will study it today and you will wait for Sunday, Shubh Muhurat, auspicious hour, and then you will do it. No. Whatever you are studying today, you will read it tomorrow morning. So some people will say, sir, but our time to study is getting low. Not at all. What instead is happening is when you revise or read the previous day lecture or previous day notes, whatever you have made, your foundation gets stronger. And the more you read the basics, the more you read the previous day, when you keep reading, you will understand that your ability to grasp topics improves. Tony, I already told you there is a Google form given below this YouTube channel. In the description section, it is given. Please click on it, put in your query there. Our team will get back to you. I've already answered that query. A newspaper reading, like I told you, take down the facts and the data. All right. This is your yearly planner. What you can refer now. So this is what I think somebody was also asking it over here. General idea this is. You can maybe take a photo of this now. Take a screenshot of it now. Whatever you want, you can take it. With a job as banker, how much time efficient for preparation for 2027 attempt? Om, what you can do is, can you give 4 hours every day? If you can give 4 hours every day, follow this plan and you will be in a safe zone. Getting the point here? Thank you, Kumar Raju. So if you look at it, July, August, September, October, main subjects, polity, economics, modern history, science and technology, post-independence, along with current affairs. November, December, ancient history, medieval history, along with ethics, current affairs. Jan, Feb, March, world history, IR, geography, current affairs, along with answer writing. April, May, governance, internal security, current affairs, answer writing. June, post-independence, environment, disaster management, current affairs, and answer writing. This is the way to go about it. As you can clearly see, this is for 2027 people, mind you. As you can clearly see, this is the way. So by June, by next June, most of your preparation part is done. Getting the point here? So now you can focus on what from Jan and all, you can focus more on your answer writing, improving your understanding of current affairs, all that you can do. Clear? Any queries here? Then, July, August, essay, society. August, social justice. October, November, self-revision of essay, ethics and optional. December, January, prelims focused revision, mock tests. February, March, April, prelims focused revision, mock test, CSAT. And finally, you have your prelims in May. IR is international relation, NDA. So this is a general guidance. Getting the point here. Anybody can follow this planner. All right. Prepare the basics from NCERTs. Prepare the topic-wise preparation from standard books or from the internet. Optional also, prepare on the basis of PYQs again, or Best thing to do, according to me, as far as optional is concerned, it would be better to take up coaching. And I know most of the coaching academies charge us a bomb. So we have the most affordable quality coaching material and faculties in the country currently. So if you are willing, I mean, don't just take my word for it. Do your research enough and then pick it up. Is it necessary to go for coaching? Ashok, I already addressed that. See, when you go for coaching, the advantages, there is a strict timeline. Self-preparation, the very big challenge is mood swing. And to stay disciplined and consistent. Coaching means classes will go on time irrespective of your mood swing. And you don't have to run around looking for material, which book to read, which content to refer. None of that is required. How to get AIR1? If there was a secret recipe means, trust me, by now I would have, like how they say na, what is it? I will bring such a machine. From one end, I'll put aspirants on one side, and from the other end, I will pull out rank AIR1. There is no shortcut to it. Attempt of 2029. How many hours are required for study? Suman, more than the hours, what matters is how consistent you are with your basics. How good you are with your NCRTs. How good you are with your optional. Those are the things that matter. Optional subject is open for all the batches. Dodla Surya. It is open for all the batches. It is, what is it? It is open for all the batches. So it is nothing like only for Pinnacle batch. There is a separate optional. No. Optional, it is only one class. That's it. Depending upon which optional you choose. Clear, people? Moving on. So the UPSC Foundation course 2026 for prelims, mains, interview preparation. If you are joining our Pinnacle 2.0 2027, the English batch starts from 23rd June 2025. All right. Priced at 11,999. I already answered that, Naman Gupta. Without coaching, selection हो जाएगा अगर आप disciplined हो, आप consistent हो. देख, समझ लो बात. आपको disciplined होना चाहिए. अरे मैं अकेला हो गया, अरे मेरा कोई गर्लफ्रेंड नहीं है, अरे उसका तो 4 शादियां हो गई, अरे इसका तो 4 गाड़ियां हो गई. बाहर के आवाज, बाहर के शोर, बाहर जो भी हो रहा है, you should be immune to it. अगर बाहर की चीजों से आपका मूड और आपका प्रिपरेशन पर उसका असर अगर पड़ रहा है, then you will not, it will be very difficult to clear the exam with self-study. Getting the picture here? Ayushi, yes, I am from the state of Kerala. So Pinnacle 2 2027, like I told you, this is our batch target year 2027 GS Foundation course, prelims, mains, interview का पूरा program के लिए, it is 11,999. All right. So that is the point here. What about them who have no support and they can't afford? Muhammad Akdas, like I told you, this video is basically for that. Like I told you, I have already given the plan here. Number one. The next thing is, I told you need to read your NCERT. The next thing is the PYQs. That is also easily available in the internet. So you're able to access YouTube means I believe you should be able to access even the internet. So from that you can get the PYQs. PYQs के ऊपर आप prepare करो, हो जाएगा. But again, I am warning. The challenge here, self-study का बस एक ही challenge है. That is, which books to refer exactly, कहाँ से क्या उठाना है, that will matter. That will take some time. That is it. and staying consistent with it. बहुत बार क्या हो जाता है, इतना सारा मटेरियल्स देखकर घबराहट हो जाता है, अरे यार ये भी पढ़ना है क्या, वो भी पढ़ना है क्या. सब पढ़ना जरूरी नहीं है. हर किताब से क्या उठाना है वो जानना जरूरी है. तो दैट विल टेक सम टाइम. तो थोड़ा पेशेंस रखना चाहिए, थोड़ा कंसिस्टेंसी रखोगे, हो जाएगा. Stay away from social media. That's it, Kumar Raju. What is there in social media? Ayush, like I told you, NCERT gets covered in our batches. It's not at all a big deal here because it just gets covered in our batches. Getting the point here. So whichever faculties you're talking about. So for example, so I take the subject of polity. Vikas Ahlavat sir takes history. Abhishek Srivastava sir also takes history. Ranchan Kaul sir takes economy. Ritesh Jaiswal sir takes science and technology. Kapil Sikka sir takes international relation, internal security and essay. Akhilesh Gaur sir takes geography. Dimple Nankani ma'am takes environment. Atul Garg sir takes ethics. And Harpreet Singh sir takes society and justice. So all the faculties here are very experienced. They have all, like for example, if I were to say, he's the gem of our gang because he has cracked UPSC twice. But his passion is towards teaching. He's an ex-IPS officer and an ex-IRS officer. All right. And we have assistant commandants here. So I have also cracked the state services. So like that, everybody here has cracked this exam at one point or the other. Please understand, it is only because all of us are like driven by the fact that we love to teach, we love to mentor, that we are here. So coming to your question again, NCRTs will it be taught? It is covered in our classes. So I can say for polity with vouch that my introductory class itself will first cover what is given in NCRT first before heading towards Lakshmikant polity or before taking governance. Clear, people? Moving on. Again, one small disclaimer, faculty allocation in the batch is subject to change based on availability and academic planning. We are committed to ensure that every student receives quality guidance from experienced educators throughout the program. Please understand, because ultimately all these people are what? Human beings. Please understand. Okay? So that is how it is. Moving on. So, if you can click on this, you can click this from the website. Price is 11,999. But if you apply this coupon PD1000, you will get an additional 1,000 rupees discount and you'll only have to pay 10,999. Muskan, is it right to do UPSC without any base? Means I'm in college and I want to give UPSC. Or I become something, then I give UPSC. Muskan, you can give it. It's not necessary that you need to have some strong base. You need to have some high marks in 10th or high marks in 12th, or you should have studied from some very fancy college and all. That is not at all required. You can also give your attempt. Clear? Please, can you tell me how can I clear my base for geography? I completed my 12th recently. You can start with basic NCERT geography, Suman. One of you, which is more important, money or power? Kumar Raju. Kumar Raju, peace is more important. Trust me. It is neither money nor power. Power, see, listen, just because Kumar Raju has asked this question, please understand, what do you think power is? It is an illusion. If you join as an IAS officer also, today morning it was there. You will be a probationary officer initially. It is not that immediately I will get my own Lal Batti ki gadi. No. You won't get it. You will have to complete your probation and you will have to get your district posting where you will be a sub-divisional magistrate or a sub-collector. So for everything there is a time. Number one. Number two, IAS, IPS, IFS, IRS, whatever be it, whatever services be it, you are all bound by what? ऑर्डर्स, अगर ऑर्डर है कर सकते हैं, ऑर्डर नहीं है चुपचाप बैठो. दैट्स इट. दैट इज द रियलिटी. द अल्टीमेट रियलिटी इज दैट. लेट मी बी वेरी क्लियर हियर. This question was asked even during my interview. That is, if some order is given to you, it is against your conscience. Will you do it? I said yes. Conscience क्या होता है? Something which माँ बाप have taught, माँ has taught us, पापा has taught us. लड़की को मारना अच्छी बात नहीं है. लड़की से आवाज उठाकर बात करना अच्छी बात नहीं है. All that they have taught us. Correct? Absolutely true. But you get a government order telling that there is a wanted Naxalite and she's a female. She is a female. Now she is there in front of you. She is about to throw a punch at you. क्या करोगे? पापा मम्मी ने कहा है लड़की के ऊपर हाथ उठाना नहीं है. No, you will block it and give her the next punch. Otherwise she will kill you. Or she may injure your subordinate. Getting the point here. So it is very, very essential to understand that ये पूरा चक्कर जो है ना, power, पैसा, both are just illusions. Because 100 rupees if you are earning, you will have 150 rupees worth problem. This was said by a actor down south during his recent movie launch. If you are earning in 100 crores, you will have 250 crores worth problem. That is the reality. So ultimately, the only thing that matters is whether you are able to sleep peacefully in the night. Whether you are sleeping, as soon as you hit the bed, you are going off to sleep. That is the only thing that matters. Nothing else matters in life. Please understand. This whole thing that gun उठाऊंगा, encounter कर दूंगा, वो सब बचपनापन चीज है. Because first of all, understand there is nothing called as encounter. It is extrajudicial killing as per the Honorable Supreme Court. मारने के लिए भी orders की जरूरत है. Otherwise, you only have the ground of what? The same ground what I have, self-defense. वरना nothing called uska maine encounter kar diya. I will become the next encounter specialist of this country. It's just nothing but fancy utopian dreams. Getting the point here? Very good, Mohammed. All right. Clear, people? The Pinnacle batch, now whatever is there in Pinnacle batch, if you join for Pinnacle batch, what are the advantages? First of all, you will get live plus recorded lectures. You can visit. That means you can attend the classes live. You can also revisit it. In the event you miss the live, XYZ reason, you can still access it. CSAT classes also will be there. Weekly current affair lectures will be there, which will be taken by me. All right. Answer writing classes will be there. Daily MCQs plus a mains question will be given. And a regular doubt session also will be there. Prayagraj offline. No, Nehaji. No. Pinnacle Select 360. So for Pinnacle Select 360, you have, this is like another program of ours, 6,999. Dedicated mentorship, UPSC Khazana, Prelims plus Mains test series, set of 24 UPSC Wala books, hard copy, daily answer writing, NCERT recorded lectures, Srijan's mains program, interview guidance program. This is like another additional feature what we are giving. Additional feature what we are giving for just 6,999, where dedicated mentorship means there will be somebody to keep a watch over you, how you are progressing, your doubts, etc. That will be there. UPSC Khazana simply means what? Some subjects, their videos will be available in UPSC Khazana, taken by other faculties. Not that you won't get the live lecture or anything. These are like some subjects taken by other faculties again. So if you want a particular topic, let us say I took a topic in polity. Maybe you felt, oh my God, I couldn't understand it. So if you go to UPSC Khazana, you may find videos of Kapil Sikka sir there. You can visit and watch it. So you have a choice there. Certain topics you feel, okay, I want this faculty to teach me this particular topic. You can visit it. Clear? NCERT recorded lectures will be available. Interview guidance program. All these will be available there. Set of 24 UPSC Wala books. That is the hard copy of these books will be available. I read your message. Agdas. Okay, it is just a statement. There is no question involved there. This is good time to start our preparation for UPSC. If yes, so from where I should start my preparation? Divyanshi Chaturvedi, you can start it from basic NCERTs. All right. So this is what you get from Select 360. Now, if you're joining Pinnacle 2026, Monday to Saturday, one lecture a day of 2 hours duration each. Monday to Saturday, you will be having your classes. Okay. Live GS lectures will be delivered in English language by senior faculties. All right, people. Moving on. UPSC optional 2026/2027. Anthropology, public administration, PSIR, geography, sociology, history, mathematics, Hindi, Sahitya. So these are the optionals what we are offering. So many people were asking, sir, how to choose an optional? See, first of all, what I would recommend here is, if you don't have any clue at all, any clue, that is which subject to choose, etc., do a basic research on each of these subjects. Basic research. Basic research, when I say, what are the subjects covered under anthropology? I mean, subjects in the sense, if you take up anthropology, what are the advantages? What are the disadvantages? PSIR, what are the advantage, disadvantage? Sociology, mathematics, PubAd, geography, history, Hindi, like that. Decide first. Check out all. So each optional has its own set of advantages. That is there. What is the disadvantage common to all the subjects? That I will tell you now only. The only disadvantage here is, you chose an optional not because you liked it, not because you were comfortable with it, because somebody else told you. Okay, bhai, this is the scoring optional. Or this is very easy. Or the syllabus is very concise. This is the biggest myth. Understand that. Because like I told you earlier also, if there was actually an optional which was very scoring, which was very easy, which was very concise, from 1 to 50 ranks, you will only find that one optional there. But if you take 1 to 20 ranks itself, you will find all types of optionals there. From Hindi literature is there, law is there, medicine is there, engineering is there, psychology is there, philosophy is there, PubAd is there, anthropology is there, sociology is there, PSIR is there. So what matters ultimately? What matters ultimately is whether you like it. Are you ready to read it every day? Because just like how Sumit sir has mentioned it, your optional is just like your spouse. Every day, care is required. Getting the point here. So, whether you like it, whether you read it every day. So, fun thing to do is what? Do a basic background of all the subjects. If you are totally clueless. Then what else to do? What is the next thing to do? Next thing to do is visit last 5 years PYQs. So if you actually look into YouTube itself, you will find plenty of videos of each one of these optional subjects, as well as their book list, as well as a general overview of optionals. You will find it there. So please visit. Do that. Once you do that, you will be in a situation to analyze and understand whether you should go ahead with it or not. Clear, people? Now, the batches. So, Titan 3.0 2026, that is next year's attempt, which will be completely in the English language. Okay? That batch is there for a fee of 9,999. 2027, the pinnacle batch is there again in the English language, 11,999. Then 2026, you have the Prahar batch, 9,999. It is in English. Hindi and English. Why Hindi and English? Means some people are there, they understand English, but maybe their communication skills are not so top notch, or they are not able to speak it better. But or some words are there in English which they won't find it easy to understand. So some explanation will be given in Hindi. All right. Then the same thing in Sankalp it is there, 2026. So Pinnacle purely in English. Same thing is there in Sankalp in English, 2027. Similarly, you have Prahar 3.0, 2026 in Hindi, and Sankalp 2027 in Hindi. Clear? This is the point here. Clear, people? Sunil Vaishnav, do one thing, just do a very basic background check, like I told you, on the subjects, whatever we have are offering, and then take a call. Those we will discuss on another day, not now, Kumar Raju. Please tell me what to develop if I belong to normal college as compared to IITN. Kunal, you don't have to develop anything. You can continue with your very normal level of preparation. That is more than sufficient. Clear? Sir, life में failure important है. Definitely, failure is very, very important in life. Only failure teaches us. Success does not teach us anything. The free classes for all. So 23rd June, 24th June, it will be free classes. You can sit in these classes, decide for yourself whether or not you want to be a part of it. It is entirely left to you. Clear, people? So we have, if you join for our classes, be it Pinnacle, Titan, Prahar, whatever, you will have complete tech and app support. Contact us. If you face any problem in anything, then please feel free to contact us on the PW app. Again, we have various ways to handle it. Bots, etc. are also there. Then, that is pretty much about it. Kafi failure aa rahi hai means that. See, Pankaj, let me tell you, can I use 2 reference books for each subject? Siddhi, I wouldn't recommend it. Generally, try to keep it 1. That is what I would recommend it. Pankaj Prajapati, let me tell you one thing. After 21 years, life begins. Comparison hits its peak. You will be compared for each and everything. That is what car you are driving, what home you are having, whether your wife is fair or whether she is dark, whether you had a daughter, whether you had a son, whether they are fair, whether they are dark, which college will they join, etc., etc., etc. This will just continue. The so-called failure comes only because we prioritize comparison. चार लोग सुनोगे तो क्या कहेगा? चार लोग सुनोगे, कौन है ये चार लोग? भगवान जाने. I'm yet to meet those चार लोग. Because understand one thing, when you fail, nobody cares. That's the reality. Getting the point here. When you fail, nobody is going to think about you. So Salman Khan came out with a Wahyad movie, Sikandar. Correct? ट्रेलर देखकर ही पता चला था कि भाई ये किसी का भाई किसी का जान का सेकंड पार्ट है ना? My prayers are with those poor souls who went to watch the movie in theater. Anyway, but the movie failed totally. Nobody talked about it more than 1 week. Correct? But let us say, now, a movie like Chava gets released. Everybody keeps talking about it. Everybody, even though the actress did a very, according to me again, very bad job acting in that movie. But anyway, the movie was a massive hit. Everybody started talking about it. So please understand, people will only talk when you are good at something. People won't talk about you when you keep failing. So fail. Aram se you fail. What is the big deal? Why are you worried? Getting the point here. You only need to worry when you succeed. Because now everybody is talking about you. You are the center of attraction. Now you need to keep your head and your shoulders firmly in its rightful place. You should not show your attitude that time. Getting the point here. That is why they say the true test of a man's character is to give him power. Because almost any man can face adversity. Abraham Lincoln's बहुत famous quote है, बुरा दिन वो कोई भी इंसान सह लेगा, लेकिन अगर एक इंसान का सही पहचान अगर कुछ है तो वो ये है कि उसके पास जब सब कुछ आता है, सब कुछ है उसके पास, पैसा है, पावर है, ताकत है, परिवार है, सब कुछ है, तब वो कैसे बर्ताव करता है बाकी लोगों के साथ. That is what matters. What means failure? Failure means you are in a traffic signal and you are about to take your car and suddenly your car gets switched off. From behind people are honking, you are sweating, you are trying to start your car, it is not starting. Then everybody honks, one bike fellow will come like that, he will do, he will show like this, he will go, you will feel very bad, oh my god. Suddenly the car starts and you take it off and go. That's it. That is failure. It is only that moment. People will say, they'll do this, then they will go. Because they have other things to worry. They have their own life to handle. They are not going to sit and think, oh my god, UPSC sir is failing every day. Oh my god. They are not going to worry. Because they have their own life to deal with. Trust me, you are not so important. You are not so important to the point where people will think 24/7 about you. No. You are a nobody, I am a nobody. Understand that very clearly. Clear? Yeah, you can go for the Hindu. That would be better. See, there are many people who started their preparation very, very early. There are many IAS officers also who have done that. I think even Tina Dabi, IAS, even she also used to I think she also started her preparation from a very young age. Tanu, do one thing. You fill this Google form here and our team will get back to you. That would be better. Aman, everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent in life. Please understand. Shubham, if you're joining our class, please follow the lecture series. Otherwise, if you're planning to do it by yourself, I would generally say go by ancient, medieval, modern. Because that way, you can remember it like a story. I answered those two questions. I am in Hindi medium. Okay, good. All right then. I think let us call it a day. Fine then, people. God bless. Take care.